Call hello, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well over the flock. Shalom, salutations, you brothers out here with some words of truth and sincerity. So let's deal with this. This is Bill Maher talking on critical race theory. Check it out.
Theory. If you say, does it mean acknowledging that racism persists today? I would say yes, teach that. Should we have remedial means? That's like affirmative action. There's lots of people who are against that. I'm still for that. I still think when you read the statistics, and I have some of them here, blacks less, 90% less family wealth, high poverty high schools, 72% blacks to 31% white, live 6 years shorter, half as likely to go to college, 8 times more incarcerated. These are real statistics. The question is, what do we do to address them? These are real statistics. You think we should address them? You think we should address them, right? The question is, what are we doing about it? Because if critical race theory means making children in school fixate on race, I'm not for that. If it's about collective guilt, I didn't do anything to your great-great-great-grandfather. I don't want to be responsible for that. If it's about...
Boom. Let's deal with that. I ain't doing nothing to your great-great-grandfather. I don't want to be responsible for that. I don't want children to focus on race. Well, you don't want to teach the Bible, that's for sure. And you can't blame them. Why? Because Esau, so-called white man, you know that if you have to deal with your forefathers' transgressions or your forefathers' sins or what your forefather did to get this land, America or Africa or Australia or every other place they went, India or China, if you have to deal with the blood that was shed, you will be finished. That means destruction to you. Well, the whole point is that what's worse than critical race theory, what would be worse than teaching Esau or teaching about race in American schools is teaching about reincarnation. That is the nail in the coffin when it comes to what you Edomites have to deal with, what you're running from, and what's inevitable. It's going to hit you right in the face, and why you're pushing for this new world order so hard. Because you're going to have to pay for your forefathers' iniquities, sins, and their bloodshed. Let me expose this real quick. You type in this generation to the scriptures, right? This generation, search it in the Bible. You're going to see certain precepts, and it's not really going to make a complete sense when you read it unless you understand the generations come back into the next generation and then come back into another generation, and generations reoccur. There's nothing new under the sun. That's a Bible verse. All right. That which has been which is here hath already been. All right. So let's see here if I can find Matthew 12:45. Then he goeth and taketh himself 7 other spirits which more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. All right. So far, that sounds like 2 separate generations that are having the same thing. All right. Let's keep reading. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Okay. The Lord's talking about certain events to take place in a generation which is going to, bring back the second coming. Things to happen in the generation before the second coming. Let's read on. Mark 8:38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. The question is, how? If, how is this generation, how is that generation that Yahushua was talking to going to be ashamed at the coming of the Lord if they're already dead? Let's read it again. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation. So the Lord's talking about a specific generation, that people that was dead during that time. He's speaking to them. It says, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed. Okay, so the Lord's going to be ashamed of them because they was ashamed of him when he cometh. So, but if they're already destroyed and dead, long gone, because he told them this while he was alive, first century AD, how when he returns is the Lord Yahushua going to be ashamed of them if they're already dead, never to come back again? Point is that if you understand reincarnation, you understand that they're going to be back when Yahushua returns. They're already here. They're back again. All right. See if I got something else. Matter of fact, let's go right here. This is Mark 16 and 28. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. How can these people not taste of death and they were standing in front of Yahushua while he said that? Reincarnation. Lord, when this video is edifying, till next time. Shalom.